Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Meredith and this is another episode of What's Cooking. Tonight we are making a coconut curry soup. It's actually called an anything you have coconut curry soup because any vegetable pretty much will work in this soup, which is really great because you can totally customize it for your family or customize it for any veggies you have like leftover in your fridge or something like that. It works pretty much with anything. So I've started by pressing some tofu. So I had 2 blocks of tofu that I cut in half widthwise to make it half as thick, and then I pressed it for about 45 minutes, but I'd say at least a half an hour. Depends on how much moisture you want in there left, how crispy you want it after you bake it. So I am just cutting it up into little cubes and throwing it onto a sheet pan that's covered with parchment paper. Just spread it out nicely. And then I'm going to spray it with just a little bit of olive oil and then pop it in the oven at 425 and bake it for about 20 to 25 minutes. Again, depends on how crispy you want it. Since it's going into a soup, I will probably cook it a smidge longer because some of that moisture will soak back into the tofu once we add it to the soup. So this is gonna go in the oven, and I'm gonna turn on my pot here because now we're gonna start our soup. By the time our soup base is ready, that tofu should be ready to go, and we can just pop it in at the end, which is gonna be perfect. So I have my large saucepan here. I've diced up 1 yellow onion. And so this is kind of the base where after this is what you can put anything in. This is going to be your like liquidy part of the soup. So I'm going to throw in this yellow onion here. And we're going to let that cook for a little bit. I need a spoon. I thought I had one. Here we go. We'll let this cook for a little bit. And then we're going to add some garlic and some turmeric and red curry paste, some chicken broth, coconut milk, some sugar. I'm going to use coconut sugar because it's not refined and I like the taste of it, but you can use any kind of sweetener you want. And did I say salt, chicken broth? Yeah. So this onion is going to cook down for a little bit, and then I'll be back to show you what else we're going to add in. Alright, so after the onions cooked for about 2 minutes, I added a nice big tablespoon of garlic in there, and I grated in about 1-inch knob of ginger, fresh ginger in there. So that's cooked down. You want to cook it enough, but not so much that the garlic starts to get brown. So now we're going to start adding some more of our stuff for the broth. This is a red curry paste. I'm going to add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of this. Depends on how much curry flavor you really want. I really like it. I'll probably add a little extra. I'll probably add the full 2 tablespoons if it wants to come out of its little package. These are really nice because you can use a little or a lot and stick it back in the fridge and save it for later. Come on. There we go. I think I got it all. Yep. And turmeric. So 1 to 2 tablespoons of the turmeric. I will probably go 2 full tablespoons. I love turmeric, and it's so good for you. There's so many benefits to eating turmeric on a daily basis. And then we're just going to sprinkle in a little bit of salt. Not too much. And about 1 to 2 teaspoons of coconut sugar. And then we're just going to stir this up for another minute or so. Not too long. We don't want those spices to burn, but we want them to kind of coat the onions in there and kind of start to release their flavors. Oh, it smells amazing. So good. A little trick about ginger, guys. If you like to use fresh ginger, when you first buy it from the store, peel it and then put it in a freezer bag and keep it in the freezer because it grates a lot easier when it's frozen. Alright, so there's that. Woo, I lost my spoon. Okay, now I'm going to add 2 cans of full-fat, unsweetened coconut milk. I'm going to let that go in there. You want to make sure we get all that good coconut cream out of there, too. Yum. There's one. Here's the other one. Oh, delicious. This is going to be so good. It's coming at a really good time, too, because this head cold has been going around our house, and a lot of the stuff in this soup is really, really good to help with colds and stuff. All right, now I've just diced up some russet potatoes, 3 small to medium potatoes. I cut them really, really small because they're going to get blended into the broth. So it's going to make your broth really creamy because your potatoes are going to be in there. You can peel them if you want. I like the peels on, so I just left the peels on. But you can definitely peel them if you want to. And then I'm just going to add 4 cups of chicken broth, and then we're going to cover this and let it simmer until the potatoes are soft.
Potato.
Because then we're going to blend it up, and then we'll start adding whatever vegetables you want. I'll show you guys which ones I'm going to do once these potatoes are soft and I've blended this up. So I will be back shortly to show you the rest of this delicious soup. Okay, my potatoes have been simmering in this soup and they are soft now. While that was going on, I prepped the veggies that I want to add to the soup. But before I add them, we have to blend this up. So I am using an immersion blender. This thing is fantastic. It's so versatile and it works really well for soups. If you don't have one and you're going to put this in an actual blender to blend it up, make sure you let the soup cool for a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to explode out of the top of the blender, and you don't want that. So you're going to want to let it cool down a little bit before you put it in your blender to mix it up. But I'm going to use this, and I just turn the heat off. And we just mix it up. Blend the potatoes until they're incorporated into the broth. So good. And that's it. Seriously, best thing ever. So, that's all blended. Now I'm going to throw my veggies in. We are going to use 2 carrots, 1 red pepper, 8 ounces of mushrooms, about 2 ounces of spinach, and then I have a small bag, 10 ounces of shredded purple cabbage that I'm going to throw in. And this is just, you're just going to cook this until your veggies are done to your liking. So if you want them more on the raw side, then don't cook them very long. If you want them cooked all the way through, then cook them all the way through. Totally up to you how you want to do it. I'll probably do it so they're soft but still have a little crunch to them. We're going to turn this burner back on. And then we will just garnish with some green onion. And that will be it, and dinner will be ready to go. So, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I hope that this soup inspired you to make something healthy for your family. And I hope that you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode of What's Cooking. And if you're on Instagram watching this, make sure you head over to my profile and follow me over there so you know every time I post another video. And again, my name is Meredith. This has been What's Cooking. I hope to see you next time.
Bye.